Okay, let's take a brief look at AccuSQL. First of all, what is AccuSQL? Well, on its most basic level, it is a program for capturing time and attendance tracking for students and staff members. AccuSQL's open configuration architecture enables rules and workflow for attendance information that can be collected throughout the institution, which will accurately reflect how each entity does business. AccuSQL can determine how the individual parts of the institution are collecting information, but also you can analyze the big picture as a whole, so all of the various entities that make up the organization as a whole. For over 20 years, we've been developing AccuSQL based largely on input from the hundreds of colleges and universities that use our software every day. This input has resulted in a comprehensive solution that covers a wide and diverse spectrum of implementation strategies. Okay, so on its very most basic level, AccuSQL can be configured to capture information as simple as when a student signed in and or when the student signed out. On its more sophisticated level, you can do things like capture when a student comes in, have them pick their from their list of registered courses, pick their professor, pick a service type, pick an available tutor that assists with that particular activity, and you can capture all of that information via a walk-in or through appointment scheduling. So let's do a couple of quick sign-ins here in AccuSQL. I'll just enter a student ID. And once I've done so, then I have a list of activities from which the student can pick. So for example, I have a student coming in for a degree audit, for example. They pick that at sign in, and now it has a list of available advisors that assist with degree audit. I select one and sign in, and now I'm being put in line. So I could have the student sign in immediately, but further I could have an intake system, a queue of students waiting that are then called by the advisors, either from the center or from their desk for that matter. I can look at my intake system, and then I can sign students in accordingly. So there's a lot of open configuration. The reason we do that is to cover every type center that's using our software, so it makes it really open and configurable for all the various centers that make up the institution. Now, of course, any of the information that's being collected at sign-in is then available through a numerous amount of reports. We have a lot of canned reports, and then you can actually create your own custom queries if you don't like the ones that we include. But if I go to reports, I have lots and lots of reports available. Visit reports is a good place. So I can do things like look at by activity, and that will show me immediately what activities my students are signing into. Any of that data is immediately exportable to Excel. So if you'd like to analyze that in your spreadsheet program, just the click of a button will get your information out there. Numerous filters. You can limit or show exactly what information you'd want. Open configuration for labs. So for example, I could have a tutoring center that operates a certain way. As far as sign-ins go, I could have a math lab that operates completely differently, and then I can run reports based on all or some of the various centers that make up my institution. Okay, appointment scheduling. Walk-ins just means the students coming in now, signing in or being signed in to get help. We can certainly do that via appointment scheduling for something that the student wants to do sometime in the future. You can do that through AccuSQL itself. So the student can come pick the appointment button and sign in. If they don't want to do that, then we have an add-on module called Web Gateway, and this enables the student to schedule appointments in AccuSQL directly via the web. So I could log in as a student here, pick my center. These can be different databases, different labs within a database, so you can see it's got a lot of possibilities. So now I'm logging in with the student ID. I can go to appointments, immediately create an appointment, pick my category, pick my course, pick a tutor that assists with that course, click a block of time, and then there's all kinds of rules to determine how this appointment is going to, the possibilities for what can be scheduled. I schedule the appointment, it's recorded, I view my appointment, and that's been written instantly to my AccuSQL database, so now I can go back in and view any of the appointments that have been scheduled. Okay, now I could go on and on, obviously, but I'm trying to make this short. The other thing, again, back to reporting, analysis, all kinds of different analysis reports that I can run. One of which that's a nice report is chart visits, so I can see which center is busiest, when they're busiest, what's going on in that particular center. So one report is multiple reports in one. I run the chart visit report, and it's going to create a series of pivot tables in AccuSQL that's going to show me lots and lots of information about what's going on in my various centers. So there's anything that you collect in AccuSQL is reportable on numerous different levels. Okay, now if you want to learn more about AccuSQL, you can certainly contact us here and we could do a more detailed demonstration, but this is just kind of to give you a feel on its most basic level what AccuSQL can do for you.